Hello, welcome to your mat. I'm Lauren. Please join me today for a breath-centered, core-centered, dynamic flow. We hope to create a bit of a shift as we move to our inner world and away from the outer one. Join me, close your eyes, and just start to gaze inward, withdrawing your senses. And begin to just notice your breath. Get a gauge of where you're at today. No judgment. Just be with it for a moment. And then direct your inhalations and exhalations so that you're breathing in and out the nose. And start to notice a point of breath. Where does the breath enter the body? Place your gentle focus there. Where does it exit the body? Find a focus and allow your gaze to rest there. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping that steady, even breath and inward gaze. Join me in tabletop. Inhaling here in cow. Exhaling in cat. Taking this just a couple of times to warm up the spine. Inhaling, draw the heart space through the shoulders, draw back through the palms. Exhale, press the floor away, round through the back. And we'll take that one more time in cow and cat. And then coming to center, reach the hips back. First to the left and around to the right, inhaling to come forward and exhaling to come back. Inhaling, and make this your own. Really allow yourself to rotate through any tight spots in the back of the hip, the side of the waist, maybe even in the shoulders. And then come back to center, and we'll take it in the opposite direction, inhaling here. And then exhaling, hips come back to the heels and around. Inhaling to come forward. And we'll take that another 2 times in that direction. Just warming up through the lower back, through the lower abdomen. And then pause at the top. Inhaling to get long. And exhale, press back into down dog. We'll get started right away. Bend through the knees, lift through the hips. Inhaling. And then exhaling, allow the knees to drop, heels to drop down to the earth, knees to lift. Engage through the quadricep, press the ground away. Inhaling, get long through the back, reaching the hips even higher, drawing the lower ribs in. And exhale through the back of the legs, gradually straighten them as you're able, bringing the heels towards the ground. And then inhale, come forward to plank. Looking long. Inhale here. Drop your knees, chest, chin. Coming down to the floor. Fingertips to the sides of your rib cage. Press up to small cobra. And then back down. We'll warm up the back body. Inhaling, roll the shoulders up and away from the floor, and then lift through the back. The heart space comes forward. Look towards the sky and press the ground away, and then exhale, come back down. Look to the earth. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and away, drawing the blades down to your spine. Reach long through the toes. Engage the legs. Look up, and exhale, come down. This time we're going to come up on the inhale and stay for a moment. Inhaling, lift through the back. Pull isometrically through the palms towards the center line of the body. Elbows come towards each other. Exhale, stay here, point even more. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. And then exhale, come down. And press back to a child's pose. And then inhale, come back up to plank. Engage through the abdomen, press down through the palms, and just pause for a moment to look at the palms. Reach wide through the fingers like webs. Pointer fingers parallel to each other, press towards each other isometrically. Press the ground away with the palms and allow it to roll your shoulders down and back so that you can shine your heart space through, and then use the back body, the legs, to support the whole structure. Lifting through the quadriceps, engaging through the abdomen, draw the lower rib cage in. Stay here for another inhale. And then exhale, drop the knees, chest and chin. And we'll come back to cobra, inhaling here. Exhale, press up to plank and back to downward dog. And you can lift through your right leg, inhaling, reach it up to the sky and drop through. Inhaling, crescent pose. Reach to the sky, straighten through the back right legs. And then keep your lower stance, but prayer hands to chest. On the next inhale, allow the heart to rise to meet the hands and engage through the back left leg, squaring the hips to the front of the mat. Exhale here, come forward, extend long through the spine, through the crown of the head, and then exhale, take that elbow to opposite knee and start to find a gentle twist, inhaling here to grow long. Look up towards the sky. And then exhale, fingertips to the earth, step back to plank, inhale long, knees, chest, chin, or even chaturanga, coming up into upward dog or cobra. Press down through the tops of the feet and draw back into down dog, inhaling hips high. And then exhale, lower the heels towards the earth. And then we'll inhale other side. Lift the left leg long away from the body. And then drop through to a lunge and come up to crescent. Inhaling here, sit low, reach high. And then exhale, prayer hands come to the chest. Inhale, heart space comes to the hands as you straighten through the back leg and get even lower, using the lower body for support. Inhaling here, finding that cylinder in the rib cage, tuck through the lower rib cage. And then exhale, come forward, getting ready to twist. Inhaling here, get long, and exhaling, twist. Right knee to left, right elbow to left knee, and then use your prayer hands to traction you, keeping square through the hips. Look up, and then exhale. Drop the fingertips to the earth. Step back to plank. Inhale here, get long. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, come back to down dog for just a breath. And exhale, come to plank. And we'll stay here for an inhale. And then take your right leg and lift it, stretching the toes away, finding balance. And then drop that leg down. Inhaling, other leg reaches up, toes reach back, keeping the hips square, look forward, engaging through the abdomen. And then drop it. And then drop to the knees. Sit back into child. We'll make it an active child's pose, pressing through the palms. Tuck through the toes. Feeling that stretch in the soles of the feet, in the backs of the arms. And then inhale, come to sit up. And if this is too much on your knees, you can find a seat on a yoga block or even a big pillow to elevate your hips. But if you can, stretch back and reach back through your sits bones, opening through the soles of your feet. Roll your shoulders up and back. Inhaling, look long. And take your fingertips behind you slightly, opening up through that heart space. And then exhaling, palms on thighs. Inhaling, stay here and get long. And then exhale. If you're able, come to stand on your knees. And take your hands to hips. Inhaling, press the hips down as you extend up through the heart space. And you begin to arch. Inhaling here. And you can tuck your toes for stability. Exhaling, come back up to center. It's a small movement, just starting to open through the collarbones. Inhaling, move the shoulder blades away from each other. Draw the shoulder blades onto the spine. Rise up. And exhaling, come back to center. And we'll take that one more time. If you'd like, you can take palms behind the back ridge of your skull and just interlace them for a moment. Elbows come close to the ears. And then on your next inhale, reach back through the tailbone and up through the elbows without tugging at your neck. To increase that stretch, increase that curve here in camel. And then exhale, come forward again. Sit back on your heels. And you can even tap the tops of your feet out if that was extra uncomfortable for you. And press back to down dog. And then come back into plank. And we're just going to continue to engage the abdomen here, pressing the floor away, elbows and shoulders over wrists. Inhale to get long. And then exhale, just take the right knee into chest and tuck the chin. And then re-extend it out and switch legs. Take the left leg, tuck the knee into chest. Inhaling here long, and then we'll just do that a couple of rounds. Exhaling, inhaling, exhale, inhale, one more each side. Hold the plank for a moment, and then drop down through vinyasa, or come back into down dog. You can come to chaturanga, up dog, down dog. Inhaling here, exhale, and then walk up to your fingertips and come into a forward fold. Bend the knees, reach the tail up to the sky. And then look long, draw the heart space through. And with bent knees and a flat back, come up to stand. And come into a balance pose here. Taking the left leg up, you can take the sole of the foot to the inner thigh, to the calf, or even to the ankle. And find your stability there, pressing down through the opposite leg. Try to square your hips so that your right hip doesn't come all the way out. Find that balance, and if you lose it, come right back. If this is a piece of cake for you, close your eyes and see how that affects your balance. Pressing the sole of the foot into the inner thigh, and the inner thigh in resistance back through the sole of the foot. If you're able, reach up, inhaling here, like an Annie get your gun. Reach it up towards the sky. Upper arms come to the sides of the ears. Take one last inhale here to get long. Bring it back through the center channel. Drop the foot. Inhaling here. Urdhva Hastasana. And then exhale. Come to mountain for a moment and just feel that presence that you've created. Palms to the front of the mat. Reach tall through the back of the skull, tall through the crown of the head. And then exhale. Open your eyes and we'll go to the other side. Taking your right foot, sole of the foot comes to the ankle, the calf, the inner thigh, if you're able. And find that balance. Tuck in that left hip now, squaring through your rib cage. Shoulders over hips. Pelvis tilted back just a little moment to accommodate the lower back. And if you lose your balance, be kind to yourself. Give a little chuckle and come on back. Inhaling, reach high if you're able. Like Annie, get your gun as you reach your fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Upper arms come to the sides of the ears, rolling the shoulders down and back. Press the floor away, inhaling here. And then exhale. Come back down that center line and drop that foot. Inhaling here, Urdhva. And then exhale, let it go. One more time, breathe in, reach up. And then exhale, swan dive down, bend the knees, lift the hips towards the sky. And then start to straighten them. Bring your heart forward, inhaling. And then exhale, step back with the left foot. Come to warrior two for a moment. Inhaling, reach to the side, get low. And then exhale, come up. Inhale, warrior two, reach the knee towards the pinky side of the foot. Press the back blade of the foot into the earth. And then come up. One more time there, inhale and stay. This time exhale, come into peaceful warrior and reach back. You can see my hand behind my back here. And then exhale, come forward. Come into side bend here, reaching just like we did in the warm-up. Stretching the lower rib cage away from the outer hip, opening up through the intercostals. Inhaling, and then exhaling, windmill down. Fingertips come to the earth. Plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, get long. And then exhale, come back up to down dog. Lift the opposite leg to the sky. Inhaling here, get long. Bring the left foot forward in between the hands. And then come to a 30-degree angle with the back foot, coming into warrior two. Inhale here. Open externally now through the thigh bones. Reach the front knee at a 90-degree angle, forward and out over the pinky toes. You reach back through the blade of the foot. Inhale here, get long. Hips and shoulders are squared to the side of your mat. And exhale. Fierce warrior, relax through the eyes. Calm face, inhaling here. And then exhale, come to stand. Inhale, bend the knee, open through the hips. And then exhale, come to stand. Inhale, knee comes forward and out. And then exhale, come to stand. And this time hold it there, inhaling in warrior two. And then exhaling, peaceful warrior, reach back behind you. Hand comes behind the back, like I showed you earlier. And we open through that hip, through the hip flexor. And then exhale, come forward, side, stretch here. Inhale, reach long in opposition, fingertips to heel. Opening through that outer hip and intercostals, through the rib cage. And then exhale, windmill down, fingertips come to the earth. Inhaling in plank. Exhaling chaturanga, inhaling up dog, exhaling down dog. And then come down to your knees again and come to a seat, but not for long. You might need to pull the skin away from your sits bones, sitting squarely on your sits bones, bend your knees, and begin to come into Navasana. You can come into half boat by lifting the shins parallel to the earth, and then leaning back. I'm still gripping on to the back of my hamstrings here, but if you can, let it go. Inhaling, finding that V shape, come to full Navasana. Inhaling and exhaling, stay here. Finding strength in your core, inhaling and exhaling. We'll take one more inhale and exhale here. See if you can lift your toes even higher up towards the ceiling on the inhale, and then exhale. Just let it go and settle in for a moment. On the next inhale, right back up to full Navasana if you're able. And then exhale, here, stay. And then Inhale here, even higher, and exhale. Drop the toes and just sit for a moment in easy pose, whatever that looks like for you. If it's hard to sit crisscross, you can make it a little wider. You can even come to staff pose, bringing your hamstrings to the earth. Whatever pose you're in, find it to be easy and close your eyes and come back to that point of breath that we established early in class. And once again, notice the quality of your breath. Maybe a little quicker as we've gotten our heart rates up just a little bit. And I hope you find that liquid smoothness as you sit here and regain deep inhales and exhales through your nose. And you bring your gaze inward, allowing yourself this time on your mat to let everything else go. Inhaling and sitting quietly. Cross the left ankle over the knee, over the right knee. And come into Matsyendrasana, pulling the knee towards the chest, sitting tall, and taking a little twist to the side. Inhaling, stay here and get long. And then exhale, come back to center. And take ankle over knee, knee over ankle. Close your eyes. Fire log pose, opening up through the outer hips. Reestablishing our center. And then change the cross of your legs. Taking the right leg over top, inhaling here in fire log. Agni Stambhasana. Squaring the sits bones to the earth. Close your eyes and find that center line. Rising so clearly now from the base of your spine to the crown of your head. Sitting tall in that clarity. Take your right ankle over your left knee, back into Matsyendrasana. Inhale here. Get long through the skull. And twist to the side again on the exhale. Even take your elbow to outer knee. Inhale here, get longer. And then exhale, come out of it. And come to staff pose. Inhaling here, reach high. Drape over Paschimottanasana. Draw the abdomen towards the thighs, even if you have to bend your knees to get there. And then wherever you can grasp, outer calves, outer feet, even soles of the feet, inhaling, get long. And exhaling, drape. Inhaling to get long, look forward. And exhale, sit up. And then come to lie down. Drawing the knees into chest. Rolling from side to side. Drop the soles of the feet to the earth and let your knees knock. And then let your knees fall out to the sides like windshield wipers. First to the left, then to the right. Do that again over to the other side. Still matching your breath with each movement. Exhaling to fall to the side. Inhaling to come to the center. Exhaling to come to the side. Inhaling back center. One more time each way. Inhaling. and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And then look up to the sky, releasing any tension in the back of the neck. Tuck the shoulder blades beneath you. And then walk the feet out so that your backs of your legs are lying on the earth. And open up through the soles of your feet. Palms face the ceiling. And close your eyes here, Shavasana. And as you breathe, feel the breath grow heavy in the back of the lungs and the back of the rib cage, sinking into the earth. Exhale. And inhaling. Allow the entire rib cage to open up, expanding from the heart center. And exhale. Allow the breath to relax you, to release you. Inhaling here. Inflate, fill the body with prana, with space. And exhale, let go of anything else remaining, anything else to which you are still gripping. Watch it vanish out of the field of your vision as your eyes lose focus, rolling back into your skull. Find your focus instead on the third eye center and let go of even the focus on the breath. And lie here in nothingness. Absorbing the energy created through your practice. And if you can stay longer, please do, allowing this peace to wash over you. And if that's all the time you have, roll over to your side, using your forearms as a pillow, just for a moment, inhaling here before you return back. And then allow your exhale, palms of your hands to just press you up, not using much energy to get there. And you can come back to sitting elevated on a yoga pillow, block, or rolled up towel. Coming back to Sukhasana, easy pose. Square your shoulders over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. Extend long through the back of the neck, through the back of the skull, through the crown of the head. Tucking the chin slightly. And softly observe the breath on every inhale as the heart space rises. And exhale, it falls. Inhaling another time here. And exhale again. Close your eyes if you're there not already. And just observe. The smoothness of breath and the shift. Be here for a moment. Inhaling to sit tall. Find your posture. And exhale. Inhaling here. Watch the breath travel up your spine, up the back of your skull, up the crown of your head. Lingering there for a moment. And then exhaling, bring it back within as you watch it travel down the center channel, down your spine. Inhaling here through the base of your tailbone, through your pelvic floor. Bring the breath up through the center channel, seeing it shine clearly as it passes through the chakras. And exhaling, watch it return the same way it came, down the center channel, passing through the third eye, through the back of the throat, through the heart space center, through the navel, through the pelvic floor. Inhaling through the pelvic floor. Watch the prana rise as it passes the navel, as it finds the heart space and lifts the chest. Feeling it in the back of the throat, and up in the third eye, and up in the crown of the head. Tucking the chin to allow it to linger. Untuck. And exhale. Watching the breath descend as it releases your shoulders back and down. Releases tension in the lower back, tension in the glutes, tension in the pelvic floor and the lower abdominals, until you're sitting quite relaxed but supported. Just observing your breath. And if thoughts arise, being kind to yourself and kind to your thoughts. Acknowledging them and exhaling, watching them vanish. Inhaling here again. And as you exhale, release through the forehead, ironing out the wrinkles, release through the eyebrows, moving them away from each other. Through the corners of the eyes, roll the eyes back into the sockets. Inhaling here to grow long. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. And just sit here for another moment in silence, in stillness. Let go of control of your breath and instead be an observer. Start to flutter up in your eyelashes, your eyelids. Welcome back. And I encourage you to allow yourself to absorb this shift that has occurred, and to remind yourself that it's within your power to find this place again and again. Use the breath to help you get there. Allowing your exhales to melt away tension and your inhales to create possibility. Stay here longer if you're able in meditation. Thank you for joining me today. May you be blessed. Namaste.